Yo, yeah, it's White Tizzy, back again, billing it. However long it takes, man, I'll still be here, you know what I'm saying? Yo, new year, new money, but it's the same old me. Need the yard that don't come cheap before I get 8 gold teeth. They wanna play with sticks and stones, I'm calling them Jamie T. Up chasing coins like Sonic, could trust me, they don't sleep. Play my songs out of whip, she said keep that shit on repeat. Gotta calculate steps, I gotta take a step back and breathe. Life got busy, I turned 18, moved out, all that I had was a dream. Wanna see all of my people free, but I ain't Martin Luther. Nah, I just get on the stage and sing. Better be ready for stress that all of that paper bring. ADHD, I can't wait for shit. Do my own thing, I hate the script. My man looks like a clone of my man, really he ain't got drip. If I pull up, I'm trying to get paid. 10 toes down, I want set pays. Hop in the booth, the beat get laced. I make it look easy, mate. Can't break down and cry, I put in blood, sweat and years. It's only when you're
What's happening, everyone? Good fucking morning. It is Monday. I should say good afternoon. We're getting you with a little afternoon sesh on a Monday. We got a lot to talk about. Definitely, we just turned the page. First day of flossing season. I know a lot of you guys been waiting for both November and December. Definitely probably the two top months of the sneaker season. But I did do a couple updates over the weekend. I did want to get you guys' opinion on some of the graphics that I'll be showing you a little bit later in the stream. We just kind of, I did, I think, 3 or 4 different ones. They all kind of blend in. But nonetheless, I wanted to get you guys' opinions on those as well. Then we're going to hop on over. We do have a few different topics we are going to talk about today as well. We are going to get into the weeds once we go over all of our weekly drops that we got. Not only dropping this week's looking pretty good as well, but we'll also kind of pull back, we'll spread them open, and we'll dive right in. We'll dissect the month of November, and we'll take a look at everything going to be dropping. Also on the drip side, looks like a couple things. Even Palace looks like they're clearing off some dust for this Friday as well. We'll take a look at what they got dropping. Then in the next hour, we also got a couple new sneaker leaks. We got a couple new Air Force One Nike SBs we're going to be taking a look at. Also, it looks like we got a couple Vomero Plus colorways we definitely need to take a look at. And I wanted to get your guys' opinion on that Air Force One that looks like it's got like the camel pack on it. But nonetheless, it actually has an overlay that sheds off, for lack of better term. So I wanted to get you guys' opinion on those. We also got the Jaw 1, Air Force One we're going to touch on for just a little bit. Then we're going to hop on over. Again, we're going to take a look at that calendar, take a look at not only this week, but the bangers in November. Then we're going to go over P-Rod. P-Rod's got a couple new colorways coming out, kind of a watermelon colorway. They're calling it the Habanero Red. But we're going to take a gander at that. That's going to be dropping in the spring of 2026. Also, Nike SB Air Max 95 are continuing the collaboration. It looks like we do got a World Cup pack also set to release during the fall 2026. So it looks like they're going to keep the pedal to the metal for early 2026 at least. We also have an unboxing of the Jordan 4 Black Hat. We'll take a closer look at that one as well. Also, Alma Manier going to be dropping another Air Force One pack. This time, I think there's going to be 5 or 6 different colorways. We'll take a look at some of those colorways as well. Looks like we have a confirmed date. Also, this is going to be one of our peak Flossin season drops. This one's going to come right before Christmas, but we got the Bugs Bunny Jordan 8. Looks like that date is going to be December 20th. We'll talk about those as well. And then a couple stories I wanted to touch on, and more shoes coming in 2026. We got the Jordan 4 comic, which looks like a banger. That one is set to release in the fall of 2026. We'll take a closer look at that. And also, we've talked about him before, GP, Gary Payton, the glove They're going to be dropping also next fall. Looks like we got the OG, the black colorway, going to be dropping as well. So a pretty fun couple months. Looks like definitely 2026 is going to keep on looking even better, maybe even than 2025. We'll have to see. It's going to be a fun couple 2 months, but let me say hello first and foremost, everyone in the building, baby. Smoke, puff, clouds in the chat. Good to see everyone. Hopefully everyone had a good Halloween. Happy belated Halloween to anyone that I might have missed over the weekend. First and foremost, let me say hello to the boys and gals in the chat. Mr. Sheridan, we ready. We up and at it. Candy, yo, we up and at it. I tell you what, early bird always catches the worm. Good to see you guys. Also, T.Y. Flacco in the house. We keeping it hot box this morning. That's what we like to see. Good afternoon. We got a little pre-happy hour and pre-420 stream. Just ripping you guys with one of these right upside the head this afternoon. Happy Monday. Ladies and gentlemen, Gok in the house. Clearing off that dust over on Twitch. Good to see you, my boy. 420 time. You know what time it is. Let's turn it up. That's what we like to see, old school. You know it. Always pinkies to the ceiling, man. I'm loving the energy on a Monday. I'd like to say fun day. Hopefully you guys are all doing well wherever the stream reaches you. Let's get into some of the meat and potatoes of this morning. Let's go ahead and take a quick gander. Also, if you guys copped anything, let me know in the chat. If we ended up copping the Kith New Balance this morning, of course, Ronnie Feig did drop a pair of 993s. They did go up on the Kith site, I believe, on Friday or Thursday night. The raffle was open for a couple days. They did have leftover pairs this morning. I bet, I don't know how good of luck you would have. Usually, if you don't hit the raffle, the Kith Monday program sneaker drops are usually pretty hard to cop, but also a couple pretty dope pairs, especially if you're a New York Knicks fan. I mean, you know, and if you're going to go to a game, you might as well get a nice 993. Treat those knees like your girl. Well, maybe not your girl would, but treat those knees like you would, nonetheless. Most girls would treat it good, but, you know, we got a couple ratchet ones kind of in between there. All right, let's go ahead and pop on over. Again, we're going to be taking a look at a couple of those P-Rod colorways. Then we're going to hop on over, take a look at the calendar. As we were talking about before, we do got some drip also. We're going to be taking a light look at as well. We got, it looks like, an early look at Palace. Haven't seen too much on the Supreme side as of yet. It looks like maybe we got something here. Let's see, what did we get? It looks like we got a Supreme Ice Hoops arcade. Okay, so we do got a little sneak peek, at least the accessory going to be dropping on Thursday. But looks like, dude, this is what we need. This is what we need for the crib right here. Put this right, we're going to be building a couple skate ramps this winter. We got a new rotor saw. Got a new saw last year, so we're looking to put that, you know, to good work. I figure what better project to pop that saw's cherry than a nice quarter pipe. And it might not even end up being a quarter pipe. We'll see if I can, you know, make it transition nicely. It just might be something we just kind of come up with as we go. I'll definitely do a video to see how that comes out. But that's going to be kind of the winter project over. We were kind of trying to add a couple ramps. Beans our skate park was closed all of last year and no date to reopen it. So we got to kind of go be creative and make our own fun in the streets, if you guys know what I mean. Then we're going to hop on over again, take a light look at that Palace drop. Also, we will be taking another look at those Air Max 95's. If you guys haven't seen them yet, looks like we got two new colorways. The pink colorway kind of fire. We got like a pink and a neon yellow colorway. And then we got an off-white yellow colorway. Pretty decent colorways, I feel like, across the board. We'll take a look at both of those as well. And then we got a couple of the New York City, the Vomero Plus colorways, more New York colorways, but we'll talk about those. Also dropping this week, we got a straight Kenny.
Kenneth Hewitt donated $20 through Super Chat. Like and subscribe.
My boy couldn't have said it better. We making it rain this morning on a Monday. Big appreciation, Kenny. Another North Dakotan in the house. Good to see you, my boy. Big salutes. Hell yeah. Mr. Sheridan goes big W's. Absolutely. Leftover pairs, nowhere to be found. Smoke, clouds, skate park. Yeah, that's old school. That's what it turned into in like the 90s. This day and age, it's probably gets used more as a trash site than an actual skate park, but it's all I got, so I'm very happy to even have just that. But it's one of those skate parks that was built in like in the early 90s, even mid 90s, the skate competition was kind of a fight between the vert and street. But at the time, vert was kind of winning out. You had like Tony Hawk, Andy McDonald, all those guys doing, X Games kind of took them to the next level. I feel like, anyways, but nonetheless, we don't really need to be getting into the weeds about the skate history, but I don't really know where I was going with it there. As you guys can see, I definitely lost my train of thought right there. But we do have a Stranger Things drop also going to be coming up this week. I believe there's a collection of I believe 4 or 5 different shoes. We've definitely taken a look at them on stream. We'll take a look at those as well. If you guys want, if we do have some time, depending on how long you guys want to go today, I should be good till at least into the afternoon, right before happy hour. Right before happy hour, East Coast time. We should be Gucci. Appreciate you guys for coming through. Happy Monday also. We just started our Pre-Flossin season, which is usually the best season of the month. We got coming up. Whether you're comping or not, there's going to be lots of entertainment here on the channel. It's going to be a fun couple months. Also, we're about 3 weeks away from GOAT Black Friday, which is a week of drops where even if you can't cop something, it's still pretty fun. They do put some bangers out there, and you can get them for pretty good prices. However, the real limited drops, I have seen very few manual W's, but nonetheless, you can't win if you don't try. So we'll be giving that a rip. Also, guys, we're going to be talking about some sweet stuff. Also, Kobe news. We got another 9. Kobe 9 going to be dropping. This one is going to be dropping, looks like December 3rd. But we got a chopped up version of the Elite High. And I don't really like the Elite High, so I'll take any chopped up version. Of course, we just had the Kobe 9 Moonwalkers drop. I would say this colorway is up there with the Moonwalkers. Depending on what your flavor, definitely been digging this one. We'll talk a little bit more about that in the next hour. We also have a Foamposite Halloween. I want to get you guys' opinion. Is the Foamposite Halloween sample better than the Mummy PE? Recently, we saw that Oregon Duck Foamposite PE. In my opinion, I don't know if they could get better than that. And then I saw this unreleased sample of the Halloween. And man, I would love to have that. Might be the best Halloween shoe that I've seen. And might be better than even the Mummies. Quite crazy. Mr. Sheridan, there we go. We bringing some of that good luck to the stream, baby. I've experienced Emmanuel gang on GOAT Black Friday, so it's not impossible. So you're saying there's a chance. Hey, man, we'll take it. We'll chalk that one up. Absolutely, I'm not giving up, especially on some of the deals. Like I said, even they have some shoes that might be like just GRs, but they'll have like a GR Air Force One for like $20 or, a GR, like just like an SB colorway. That's just a GR colorway. But instead of selling it for the retail, they'll sell it for like, $20 or $30. So you get a pretty good deal. Top to bottom, it's pretty fun, even though some of them feels like, the chances might be slim to maybe even none. But as Lloyd Christmas said back in the day, when he said a 1 in a million, he goes, "So you're saying there's a chance?" One of the best quotes ever. Old Lloyd Christmas. Man, one time when I was in film school, we did a scene. We did the scene, where he's sitting on his couch. And I think he just tells Lloyd that is or not Lloyd. I forget what the names are, but he tells the blonde one that his bird just died. And they had that little scene in the apartment when Petey died. I had the little chipped tooth, and they gave me I had my hair growing, and they gave me like a bowl cut, like really high on the top. It looked hilarious. But nonetheless, homies for the homies. You know it. It even has a little bit of a jingle. Absolutely. And I'm telling you guys, we are actually in foam flossing season. Most people would call it. We got 2 really good foams going to be dropping. We got both the pine green and also the off-white colorway. That cream colorway, got to come home with your boy. Unless we can get our hands, if we can get our hands on that mummy foam posit, that's the one I really want. But I couldn't imagine what the prices on those are going to be like. But let's go ahead and pop on over. Let's go ahead and start with the taxi. In OG colorway, we got coming out in 5 days. This is going to be dropping this weekend. How many of you guys are going to be getting the taxi? But before we go on, ladies and gentlemen, we did some updates over the weekend. So basically, I had a couple backgrounds. So we went with the OG background. Of course, we got the Star Wars, the stars in the background, kind of our Space Jam theme. And then I also made a couple. I don't know which one is better visually, but I got one right here. We might use this one for just the night streams. But you got kind of that fence-looking thing in the background. And then probably my favorite, or maybe we'll save this one for the night streams. We have the flame, the blue flame, in the background. Let me know which one you guys like the best. Whether you're watching it on the big screen, you're watching it on your iPhone. What border do you guys like? I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but I did like a couple different. Of course, we got a new logo up on the top. We got a couple of those we're working with as well. But I'll probably just do a different one and kind of get your guys' opinions, as we go. I got a couple different. The orange one kind of hits a little bit different. But I kind of like the one that's blinged out that we had off the rip. But also, I'll get you guys' opinions on those. Flacco, you know it. The space theme, absolutely legit. Yeah, I also got a yellow space theme. So we also got both the bright white colorway, and then we also got like a gold colorway as well. Let me go ahead. Let's just go ahead and get a quick gold one in, just so I can show you guys what that looks like. You know, making some big executive decisions here on the channel. I need your guys' input. Let's go to the gold one. Kind of looks dope. I did slow it down a little bit. This is the gold one. So we got both of the gold. I did slow this one down a little bit there in the background. Black and yellow. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Gives it a little riz. In the background there. A bling bling Sub-Zero. Yeah, the blue flames I think is like the blue flames I think might be my fave. But we'll kind of play with them. Let me know if there's one particularly that you like to see more than others. We're kind of just doing some, a little trial and error right now. There we go. Yeah, let's go ahead and pop that one over. Let's get back to the content. There we go. Mikey, what's happening, Mikey? Yo, a big salute. Unknown Grails in the house. Good to see you, player. Good afternoon. I almost say good morning, but good to see you guys. Also, OG in the house. How we doing, player? Hell yeah. Big salutes. Hope you guys all had a good Halloween. We had a pretty busy weekend, I gotta say, with just like events I was working and whatnot. But it definitely feels good to turn the page. Usually our busier time of the year up and through the holidays. All right, let's go ahead and pop on over. We do got the taxis going to be dropping this week. We will be taking a look at the, the Blue Flame also. The Blue Flame also, matches, the opening as well. That's kind of why I liked it. But yeah, even if I saved one for night and then one during our day streams, kind of play with the ones you guys like the best. But we want to keep updating it, Black and yellow. Let's go. Hell yeah. Yeah, man, we have not been doing too good. Vikings got a pretty good win over the weekend, though, on the football side of things. Of course, my Cardinals struggling a little bit. I don't know if they're going to be able to turn it up. Too many losses, I think, at this point. But we will see. We will see. But let's go ahead, guys. Before we get into the, into the Jordan 12 taxi, we're going to be talking about these when we get to the, basically the calendar. So let me go ahead and hop on over. Let's go ahead and start with a couple new things we do got coming up. Again, that Kobe 9. I did want to talk about these. I did want to talk about a couple of those P-Rod colorways as well. So let's go ahead and make a move over here. But we do have the Kobe 9 Elite. Again, this one is going to be dropping, looks like, for holiday 2025. So these will be added to the Flocko Coach should have added smoke. I do have smoke, Flock. Oh, yeah. My man. Absolutely. We actually have had that one since the beginning. Yeah, we've actually had that one since the beginning. So let's go ahead, and put that one. Here's our smoke one. Yeah, there's the smoke one. There we go. Hell yeah. Mr. Sheridan, hour behind, got you in that mountain time. Absolutely. You still got about 45 minutes of it. Enjoy it. Beautiful country up there. Absolutely. But yeah, we do got, again, the Kobe 9s. They're basically chopping the top of these off. Let me go ahead and pop this one up. Let me make sure that we're Gucci. Let me go ahead and get Stock X up on the board. But I should be able to just pull this one up right here, guys. I should be able to pull stock ups. Yeah, right there on the big board. I don't know if there are any sizes of the Kobe 9 perspective. So it's basically this shoe. For anyone that might be a little confused. They're just chopping it off. Got the whole ceiling missing. Absolutely. Nothing better than that. I feel like the Kobe 9 High kind of feels like if you're like comparing them to haircuts, the Kobe 9 High would be the mullet. The low would be like the spike. A little bit of both. There we go. Smoke puff clouds in the chat. That's what we like to hear. Absolutely. Always that time. Right around 12:20 right here Central Time. Let's go ahead and pop that one up. Yeah, we got a couple new animations as well for when you guys get W's. We've definitely built those ones up. And the good news is we got a new update over the weekend, and it did unfortunately erase a lot of my folders that I had basically a bunch of scenes and overlays saved. But with the new update, it brought back so I could save stuff again. So definitely saved me a lot of time. So I'm pretty pumped about that as well. But let's go ahead and pop on over. Let's go to the next topic here. We got on the big board. Let's go ahead and pull that one off the screen right there. All right, next story. Let's go over to those P-Rod colorways because we recently did have a couple of those. I don't like any of these like near as much as the first one. But let's go ahead and pop on over. Let me get this one. I got this new Tahoe. I got the new operating system, and I'm just it's beautiful. The new Apple operating system, I just upgraded the Tahoe. I should have done it a couple months ago, but yeah, I just love the screen. Looks great. One of the best updates I think I can remember. But let's go over to the P-Rods. Let's take a quick gander. He was over on his YouTube channel doing his thing over there. So let's go ahead and take a quick look. I think I need the audio for this bad boy. But it looks like we do got a couple P-Rod 1 colorways coming. Now, we do have some Air Force 1 Nike SBs also coming that aren't too bad. I'm actually more interested in the Air Force 1 Nike SBs. I really want to see how they feel, especially compared to the Air Max 95. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the things they said about the new SB design. And this goes for the Air Force 1. So let's go. I believe we had I just took a couple different screenshots at some of the comments. So let's go ahead and get that one. Again, we do got a couple of the, oh shoot, I just got to put the, let me go ahead and get this one up on the big board. Yeah, we forgot to put the video source in. Okay, so let me put my other iPhone. There we go. All right, so right in the right side, you do have the Air Force 1 Nike SB. But some of the stuff they said about, because technically, because obviously Air Force 1s have a really thick midsole. And, the board feel can't be too good. So a few people were in the comments asking them about that. And they said that they basically like how when you get a bagel, when they take out the bread of the bagel, you can even get sub sandwiches like this. I know at Jimmy John's you can get them too. I think all of their all the ones that are like their meal deals, you can get where they take out like some of the bread. Basically, they did that same technique to the Air Force 1 where your foot is going to sit, like basically the midsole is just visual. Like in the Jordan 4, your foot is going to be all the way on the bottom. So it's going to be kind of gutted out on the inside. And just basically, people, just one comment was, for $110 to roll your ankle on that platform of a sole, they should have cut that shit down. And then in reply to that, they basically said they did cut it down. You don't actually sit on top of the sole. And then they kind of explained the bagel story that I explained. You know how you can get a bagel scooped where they remove some of the bread, but it's still the same on the outside? It's what they did here to the midsole. Try them on, and they're actually sick. So a lot of people that have actually had them on foot have been saying some pretty good things about them. Also, another, this one is coming from Jorge Sales. I saw a post from him. He did say for the SB Air Force 1, he did hear that the padded ankle support is different from the regular Air Force 1. Looks like there's going to be a padded tongue like you can see on that picture. And then the shape of the force is a bit more narrow. And then, of course, probably the biggest change is going to be putting your foot not on top of the midsole, but actually in the midsole. There we go. What do we got? Mr. Sheridan, gang, gang. There we go. Shop app. That's got to be an SB of some sort, right? Jordan 12 Taxi, my man. Look at this full size run. Ladies and gentlemen, full size run over there. Let's go ahead and pop on over to the, let's go ahead and get this one up on the other. There we go. All right, we're perfect. Should be Gucci. Oh, there we go. You know it. All right, let's put the blue flame underneath. Switch it around a little bit. But what you're seeing here, the link is going to be in the chat, guys. Mr. Sheridan, big salute there with the assist. All you got to do is slam it down with the alley-oop. We pretty much got a full-size run. We got the Jordan 12 Taxi OG colorway. They don't get better than this. There we go. Shop app. Let's get it. Gang, gang. Let me know if you guys do get any of the Dubskis. We are going to be celebrating today. We got a couple of the new interns going to be locked in the studio with us, of course. We also got Eminem Guy also in the house, so we're definitely looking to turn it up. Let's celebrate some of these Dubskis. There we go. Congrats. Already, we got one of them. Congratulations going out on the... All right, let's go back on over. Gang, gang. Congratulations. Let's keep on finessing. There we go. Yeah, also got E-Girl celebrating all your guys' W's. Payday ain't till tomorrow. Well, maybe a good day. Save yourself some money. Well, the taxi. I did get quite a few 12s the last couple of years. There was some good 12s the last few years. I also want the, which one is that? It's like the baby blue colorway. Real good colorway. I forget what it is, though. They definitely need to retro at some point. Yeah, we had the cherries drop. We had the flu games. We had the Amam and Year collabs. Just thinking of some recent 12. I really like the Steelers 12. We also had the Gary Payton 12s drop. After the taxi drops, I would say, other than the, let me go ahead and find this colorway. I forget what colorway it is. But it's a really dope color blue. Oh, I can't even think of it. Someone in the chat, help me out. It's like a baby blue almost. It's black and like a baby blue. Oh, the Gamma. Yeah, I was going to say we're getting the 11s very soon. But let's go ahead and pop on over here. I feel like this will be the perfect colorway for the blue flame. We can kind of see the background in like full HD over here. So let's go ahead and pop on over. There it is, that Romney. There he is, my man. What's happening, player? Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Happy belated Halloween, everyone coming in. Absolutely. What do we got there? I don't know what time it is anymore, right? Hitting you guys over the head with a nice little afternoon stream this morning. We are officially kind of at our pre-happy hour level. The Steelers 12, right? Mr. Sheridan goes, I shouldn't have it. Yeah, I would say you should definitely be able to get a pair of those. Absolutely, Dunk. What's happening, playa? Dunk just crushed the Palace Nike drop that went live last Friday. My man definitely checked out with a ton of stuff, so congratulations on that as well. Palace is looking pretty good this week as well. Speaking of, Friday got some decent things on the drop list. We'll be taking a look at that as well, taking a quick gander what we got going on over there. There we go. It's still morning over here. Absolutely. It's still morning somewhere. That's the good news. Smoke Puff Clouds in the chat. Are we getting turned up? If you're not turned up already, let's get after it. All right, let's go ahead and pop on over. I just woke up at my desk. Holy shit. Are we at work or are we editing? My man. Getting those crucial Z's, as I like to say. All right. Getting that beauty sleep, man. Hey, we need to get it somehow. Absolutely. All right, let's go ahead and pop on over. I guess I also I had the gammas up here, if you guys are wondering. Yeah, we got those ones up on the big board. Oh, yeah, we got the yellow snow up there. Okay. Yeah, this one is just going to have... Okay, perfect. Boom. All right, there we go. Just had to double check everything again. Made a couple updates. This is kind of a test run of some sorts. But everything's looking pretty good. Not too many glitches. I've definitely been digging that. But yeah, let's go back to the gammas. Yeah, that's really the only 12 that I've been kind of like really wanting to drop. And let me get this one back up on the board. I'll go ahead and put that one up so you guys can see it. Yeah, the 12 gamma right there. We locked and loaded. Rami, any new pickups lately? Anything over the weekend? Did anyone cop the Kith drop this morning? And if you're wondering what dropped over on Kith, let's go on over to the 993's. If you got any of that Doom New York Nick collab, I feel like these would match it perfect. There they are right there. The cat's meow. A lot of people digging those. Man, I wish Ronnie Feig would give me some Timberwolves colorways. Give me some Twinkies colorways. Give me some Cardinals colorways. Yeah, you New Yorkers are lucky. You got both Action and Ronnie, I feel like, putting the city on. All kinds of hometown colorways. But yeah, I actually like both of these. I thought the black one was pretty sweet. I'm trying to take as many wall W's as we can get right now. I feel like it's been pretty crazy out there in the sneaker world. And we're getting, like I said, these are probably going to be the best 2 months that we got coming up. So we wanted to save a couple of those buckaroos. We turning it up. Gang, gang. Rami goes my pickup, so we'll be showing this weekend. Verse Influence. Oh, shit. Oh, he's got... Oh, man. Hey, man. I'll keep it a secret, Rami. I won't tell anyone. Let her... No, I'm just kidding. Hell yeah. Well, we'll have to... What night are you guys facing off, Rom? There you go. Nice little teaser. Is this for the trophy? Hell yeah. You know it. I'm guessing probably on Saturday. You'll have to let us know any updates also with that. We coming up over the weekend. Again, lots of decent drops going to be coming up over the weekend. It'll definitely be a lot better end of the week than the beginning of the week. That's for sure. That's for sure. But again, if you guys do want the taxis, if you guys haven't already copped yet, we are over on the taxi site. And, dude, full size run still. Full size run still. Except the 14 and the 7.5. Even looking out after Bigfoot. Gang, gang. Damn, Rami. Look at this guy. Just dick teasing us here. Tickling the balls a little bit. Okay. I'll say just not 1 or 2 or 3. About 5 to 6. Hell yeah. That's like epic. That many pairs. Well, I can't wait to see. I already know what your collection looks like. So 5 to 6 bangers. In addition to is going to be crazy. I suppose getting ready, though, that you got to go hard. Got to go hard in the paint if you're going to take that Dubski. Big tournament over there. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. Rami, are they Grail? Are they okay? Give us a hint. One hint. Is it something you just copped? Or is it like something we reached back for? Was it a little reach around is what we like to call that. Hell no. He goes, oh no. Oh, yeah, we got to get the sound effect right there as well. Timmy! Throw in the Timmy. But nonetheless, we also do got a Playboy Cardi, Mitchell Ness, NBA collaboration. Personally, I would just rather have the official jerseys. Like the one he's known most for is that Iverson jersey. If you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, Cardi and Mitchell Ness got a collaboration coming up. He does wear a lot of the backwards jerseys, but he's got some interesting. I always like the Mitchell and Ness collabs because at least the quality is really good. But nonetheless, yeah, he does have a few of these colorways going to be dropping. If you are a Cardi fan, I don't think they look that great. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of them. And if you're wondering, like, what the hell I'm talking about, let's go ahead and show you a few of the examples. I believe they got, like, a handful of those bad boys. Oh, that's the Doom one. All right, yeah, we might have to go. And then just pull this one up. There we go. All right, so we got Cardi, Mitchell, and Ness. All right, let's get these ones up on the big board. Should be able to do that. Getting a little phone call here, right? Live on stream. If it had been more of an interesting caller, I would have definitely answered it. Probably a grenade from like a week or two ago, you know. Just seeing if this is the right number. We should have gotten it. G-Face! Gang, gang, baby! There he is. My man, big salutes. Good afternoon. I was going to say good morning. Smoke puff clouds in the chat.
I'm on that good cushion alcohol.
We getting after it on a Monday. Kind of a low-key start to the week, but it should end with a bang. That is for sure. But yeah, we got a couple of these jerseys. As you guys can see, they got like the Lakers, yellow mixed with black. They got the Chicago, like the Bulls with the White Sox. They got the Orlando jersey. They got another like Chicago San Antonio mix. They got a New Jersey Spurs mix. And that's what they got cooking. Absolutely. I'd just rather have that. I like that Iverson jersey personally. I used to have that jersey, but in white. I didn't really like Iverson. Remember when Iverson, back in like, what was it, like 2006? The year they lost to Kobe. I hated those uniforms they had. I think they're bringing them back a little bit this year. But they had like the cutoff sleeves. The sleeves were kind of weird on them. I much prefer a tank top. Like when the NBA, remember in like 2016, this was like the NBA's lowest it ever went. When they wore the spandex t-shirts. Not like the big baggy tees, but like the spandex tees. Not a ton of players did, but I remember the Cavs had like their own uniform. Like Cavs, like 2006. They were like freaking, I don't even know what you call them, like spandex t-shirts. They're fucking ugly. Like the NBA, that was like the lowest. I feel like the worst the jerseys got in the NBA. Cavs, yeah, I got to go with the jersey. I think it was 2016. The 2016 jersey. But they started to have like short sleeves, but they weren't like baggy short sleeves. They were like, oh, they were disgusting. Oh, there they are, baby. Oh, let me share the screen. Look at these. Oofta. Be ready for this one. If you're a little nauseous, I do apologize for our viewers at home. But yeah, this is like the worst the NBA ever got right here. And they're still selling the authentic ones. These are terrible. Oh, man. Does any of you guys got a couple of these in the crib? Maybe in the closet? Waiting to bust out at some point. Damn, look at the price on this. $2,995. Wow. It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch highlights of this era. Kind of shameful. Yeah, not a fan of the spandex tees. I liked it like back in the day, like in the mid-90s. Like the baggy, the real baggy t-shirts, like the double extra large underneath the jerseys. Those were pretty tight. That would be like the Michigan, like probably mid-90s. The Arkansas, they wore a lot of those. Yeah, Razorbacks. Let's go like 1995 with shirt under. Yeah, because I like that look. There used to be quite a few of those. That was kind of the look when I was growing up. You either like when I was in high school, I either wore like a wife beater underneath my jersey, or I would wear like the baggy tee. Will goes, I still have my Spanx Braun jersey like that. That is crazy. Yeah, those ones I would definitely, I would have that one like for collection. Those are tough to wear. Do you ever like, can you wear it? Does it fit like kind of tight like that? Or when you buy the jersey, is it a little bit more loose? Because on the players, they looked really tight. Very interesting era, nonetheless. If you can pull it off, man, pinkies up and a big cheers. Unfortunately, I couldn't pull that off. But that goes with a lot of things. You guys know that. Can't pull anything off. Well, but nonetheless, absolutely. Tight on the arms, for sure. Wow, so they really worked. That had to have been uncomfortable, though. I'm just trying to think, like, when I would wear just, like, a wife beater under, like, I always thought, like, that would, because they would fit kind of tight. I always thought it would, like, fuck up my shot. But it just kind of bugged me, you know, how tight even, like, just, like, something like that wife beater tank top was. Like, the shirt, like, felt like it was, a lot looser. I mean, I guess when you're playing, you don't really pay any attention to it. Yeah, a lot of them did. I think, I want to say at least half the teams did during that era. Or at least a third of them did. And unfortunately, at the time, it was like all the good teams. It was all the good teams, too. Yeah. Yeah, that fashion bonista. Yeah, no me gustan. All right. I'm just trying to look in the past 20, probably the past 20 years. Those ones, and then the 76ers in like early 2000s, they had they didn't have sleeves, but they had like kind of like a cutoff shirt. Sixers, I would say 2006. I didn't mind these, but I didn't like him like near as much as just like a tank top. But yeah, here, I'll show you this one too. Let me show my screen here. But yeah, we got the Sixers ones also had the kind of like the bigger, not an actual t-shirt, but it was like if you would cut off a t-shirt, you know, like a muscle shirt pretty much. They kind of had a shoulder on them. I didn't mind the Sixers ones, though. Again, I would rather have, like, the tank tops from some of their previous years. If you're wondering what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is, like, the Kyle Korver jersey. Yeah, where they had, like, kind of the cutoff look. But nonetheless. All right, let's go ahead and hop on over. Let's get back to the sneaker side of things. We can also let's go ahead and take a look also over the weekend. We do have a couple We do got a couple different things to pull up here. Let me go ahead and get that one up on the monitor. All right. Oh, man, we got a lot to still talk about on the sneaker side. All right. Yeah, let's go. We don't need that one up there. Okay. We can get this one off of the monitor as well, and then we'll make some moves to our next topic. Oh, oopsie daisies. All right, there we go. Okay, let's go to. All right, we're going to move. We got the Almama Year Pack. We also got the Zoom Hirachi 2K4 Penny Hardaway. This was Penny's shoe later in his career. This one was announced, it looks like about a day or two ago, that this one is going to also be coming back in 2026. So let's go ahead and pop on over and take a quick look at this one. I'm not a big fan of the Zoom Hirachi, which ended up kind of being the template for a lot of different basketball sneakers in the future when these did drop. A lot of people liked these back in the day. Of course, Kobe Bryant also rocked the Zoom Hirachi. Interesting colorway. Of course, by this time, Penny was a New York Knick, not an Orlando Magic anymore. Foam posit days were well behind him. But he still had a sneaker contract. Will said, love that shoe. I know a lot of people that absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. You know, it was especially if you, I don't know, for people that were, I know a lot of, my, not big men, but, forwards, they loved, those. They loved, the Tim Duncan, Foamposite, even, the early, Charles Barkley's, I feel like, which eventually, evolved later into, what Tim Duncan eventually wore, and then even Rasheed Wallace, Rasheed's Forces were super sick as well. He had some dope shoes. Didn't Rasheed wear the I thought Sheed had another sneaker other than the Air Force One that he used to always wear. All right, yeah, Rasheed sneaks. Oh, it was always the Air Force One. I thought she'd eventually played in a Hirachi, but maybe not. Remember Kevin Garnett's shoe? Maybe that's what I'm thinking about. Remember Kevin Garnett's shoe? That's what I'm thinking about. It kind of looked like the up-tempo 96 a little bit. Yeah, a lot of the big guys wore these. I remember back in my neck of the woods. Oh man, this was before the flight posit, because we are going to be getting the flight posit, guys. We are going to be getting the flight posit. Of course, I think these are going to be dropping, I'm pretty sure, over the holiday, or if not, in early 2026. Yeah, but this was also a KG shoe. But let me show you the shoe that I'm thinking of. All right, yeah, here's the flight posit. Now, these are going to be dropping, but let me go to an earlier Kevin Garnett shoe, one that I liked a lot more. I know a lot of people like those, but the KD shoe, or the KG, why am I saying KD? The KG shoe that I really like, I'm going to show you. 1 second, Rob, the beard in the fucking hose, baby. Good to see you, my boy, coming from a sunny San Diego. What's going on, player? Anything we picked up lately? Been kind of a low key. I know since we had kind of a busy Halloween weekend, but nonetheless, let me know if you guys did pick anything. If you're just joining the chat, if you guys picked anything up over the weekend, or if you're just saving those buckaroos, taking as many wild W's as we can get at this point. You know it. But yeah, let me show you the KD that I loved. A lot of our, not our big men, but like our power forwards, you would call them back in the day, I guess. But yeah, this one was one of my faves as well. This was probably one of my favorite KG shoes. Sorry, I keep saying KD. But yeah, I would love these to come back. This is what we need, right? The Air Garnett 3. I love the Air Garnett 3. These things get me excited. Yeah. Maybe it'd be because they're bringing back the flight posits. Like if there was a year that they would bring these back, 2026 would be it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, they got to follow up. 2025, when we look back on it, is going to be a banger. And they got to always, always raise the bar each and every year. And 2025 is going to be a tough one, definitely, to come up on. So they definitely got to drop some heat next year. And already, it looks like we're going to get some of that. These did come in a couple different colorways as well. I think the white one was my favorite. But yeah, these were the early KDs. Early KDs. And then, yeah, the white colorway. Let me go ahead and pop on over. Yeah, there we go. I'll just spin it down a little bit. Yeah, here's the white colorway. Kind of the zoom, kind of the flight posit before the flight posit. The early days. But a good looking shoe. Especially like when before this, like we had like the up-tempo 96's. You had like the Scottie Pippins. Of course you had the CB 94's. But I feel like this was an era where all that old technology was kind of getting mixed, like especially on the uppers, with that foam material. And it ended up getting put, between the Vince Carters, the Penny Hardaways, the Kevin Garnetts, the Tim Duncans. They definitely used a lot of that new, I guess, material to, instill in a lot of their basketball shoes, especially for the bigger guys. It felt like, other than Penny Hardaway, they used that foam technology. Other than the Jason Kidds, they did it a little bit on the early kids. But most of that, flight posit technology ended up getting used. I feel like in more like the up-tempo 96's, flight posits, foam posits, and then all the different versions that even like the Zoom Hirachi, like all the different versions of it. I felt like were more shoes for, like, a lot of our bigger guys usually got those kind of shoes for the most part. Most of the guards would either have like Jordans or, back in my day, a lot of us were the Adidas Superstar. It was a low top sneaker at the time. They didn't make a ton of low top like basketball sneakers in like the 90s. Every once in a while there would be a player that would, drop something where they would have a low cut. But more times than not, usually if it was a basketball shoe, usually it had like some kind of like mid cut to high top. There we go. Will, what's happening, player? He goes, I picked up the SB 95's. Let's go.
Oh, a little bit of the
Yo,
bubbly.
congratulations on that one. We spinning, we winning. I love to hear you guys finessing. Let's keep those dubs coming in. We're going to celebrate a little bit today. We do got the ladies in the house as well. Here to celebrate each and every one of your guys' W's. We will have the A-list. Again, we got the A-list interns going to be here for our peak Flossin season. We will have both the B and the C teams going to be here in our pre-Flossin season. Definitely going to be looking to turn it up a notch when you guys get your W's. Of course, we also got Eminem Man and a couple of our new interns in here as well. We celebrating every W, so if you do get one, let us know. Whenever we hear that dub song, it always gets me going. So let's get it. Also, wallet W's are key as well. Definitely going to need a lot of wallet W's in the next couple months with all that we got dropping. All right, let's get back on over to the meat and potatoes of today's stream. We got some stuff we got to talk about on the sneaker side. Again, Cavs Jordan 8 going to be dropping in the fall 2026. We also have the Jordan 4 comic. You might have seen a little comic pow on the thumbnail, and you might be like, where in the hell did he get that from? Let me go ahead and show you guys. We do got these. Looks like they are going to be dropping in 2026 as well. This one I'm probably looking forward to the most. But we got the Jordan 4 comic. Got a gradient on the quarter panel right there. Underneath the rubber vent. Got almost looks like a Lorenz OG colorway. You got kind of that aged midsole, and then, of course, you got that Nike Airhead on the back, which I think is super dope. These ones have been released. The colorways, again, are off-white, anthracite, neutral gray, light Arctic pink, pink and muslin. So that muslin colorway, you kind of see that muslin colorway on the off-white Chicagos. Off-white Chicagos. All right, let's go ahead and punch on over. Yeah, we got the smoke puff clouds. And then, yeah, we also got the flamers. Just doing a couple different tests. If you guys are just getting to the stream, testing out a couple of animations in the background, seeing what you guys like better. All right, let's go ahead and pop on over to the next stream. Or the next thing I wanted to talk about, the Air Zoom Flight 98. Man, these bring back some good memories. Oh, boy. The Zoom Flight 98. Lots of different Zoom technologies back around that time. Another one I really liked was that Zoom Jason Kidd wore back in the day. I think it was the Zoom 95. Yeah, the Zoom Flight 95. Kind of another one if you didn't have Jordans like back in the day, other than like Penny Hardaway's. This was another decent option. But the only thing is these ones still weren't very much cheaper than the Jordan. I think these were relatively right around the same price. I actually think the Zoom Flight 95 was a little bit, I think the Jordans were right around 140 back then. And I believe the Zoom Flight 95 was like around 100, maybe 120. From what I remember, I just remember them being a little less expensive. But let's go ahead and pop on over so we can see both of these. But yeah, the Zoom Flight 95. Jason Kidd wore these. Reggie Miller wore these. I did get a Supreme collab on this sneaker. But again, the Air Zoom, or especially 95 through 98, they definitely made a lot of similar silhouettes. But they had a pretty good run. This was like an era I kind of liked like quite a bit. I might have to change. I am sorry, guys. I am seeing when we are on this screen. I did change the font in our chat as well. And it looks like when we do get up on this screen, I'm going to go over to the master side of things. Yeah, when I do have my iPhone up there, it is kind of hard to read. So I will change the color of the text. I think that will definitely do us a solid for the next stream. I'll definitely edit that. But let's go ahead and pop on over again to the glove 98. There we go, R&R. What's happening, Robert? Big salutes. He goes, I'm waiting for the Zoom Flat 95's for a long time. Oh, the 98s, right? The glove, man. Hey, man, the first shoe, you didn't have to zip. Or you didn't have to tie. For sure. Hell yeah. Yeah, we going hard in the paint. Will goes, just want to give you props for a great stream and keep up the great energy going. I've smashed that like button. Hey, appreciate you coming through and finding us. Big salutes. We are a newer sneaker channel over here and definitely trying to find you guys at your guys' cribs. We'll appreciate you guys hitting those buttons. And I'm glad you guys found us. Let's go. All right, let's go ahead and pop on over. Yeah, I think the smoke looks pretty good in the background, too. Flacco, my man, he had that one read pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and get on over to another background we got. So we got the smoke, and I do got a couple different logos. I was making those most of the weekend. I've made probably like 8 different logos, so I'll probably switch those up a little bit with the animations just to keep it fresh for you guys' eyes out there. All right. There we go. But if there is one that you definitely like better than the other or can't stand one, please let me know because, again, we do got multiple animations for you guys. All right. Let's go on to the next thing. We are not even close to done. All right. Let's go ahead and pop on over. We also, again, have a Palace drop going to be dropping again on Friday. We haven't heard too much about Supreme this week other than I think there was a light mention what's going to be dropping over on the Supreme side of things. Let's go ahead and get that one. Yeah, let's go over. Let's put up drops. What was it again? It was the Ice Hoops Arcade. I forgot about the Ice Hoops Arcade. But yeah, if you are looking for the ultimate accessory, that might be something that you might want to cop. Right there. Again, that is going to be dropping for Supreme on Thursday. But that's all we've really heard for Supreme. And then Palace, we did hear, again, Palace drop actually looking kind of nice. Let's go over to leaks and see what we got over there. Again, yeah, we just talked about the Supreme drop. But we also have a decent Palace drop. I'm telling you, no better drinking game. Maybe if you're sick of beer pong, this might be the next best drinking game. Maybe at your next party, the Supreme Arcade. But also going to be dropping this week. We do got the Palace drop. That, Palace has been looking pretty dusty. We got to critique where critiquing is necessary. And Palace has been pretty dusty, but, the last couple of weeks, they've been making up for it a little bit. Next week, I would say, is probably one of their better weeks as well. They do have a couple pieces with the artist Mark Bode, official. They do got a collaboration there. I think probably about 8 different pieces over there as well. Max already ahead of the game, baby. Gang, gang. He goes, drop the Supreme drop list in the lounge on Discord. My man, appreciate you. Heck yeah. And we got a sound effect for that drop list. I'm pretty excited about that as well. Let's go ahead and hop on over there. Then I think we're going to probably spend a little bit of time on the calendar just to take a quick, a 30 or about 20-minute look And everything going to be dropping not only this week, but kind of the bangers of November as well. All right. And then I'm trying to think if we got any sneaker news left. I'd like to cover that stuff first. But let me go ahead and pull up the Discord. If you guys are not already in our Discord, don't forget Discord link going to be down in the video description. We do put all of our content in the Discord. Also, the sneaker drops. We do put in there sneaker links. Also, raffle links. That way, if you don't get a notification from YouTube, sometimes they're not always efficient with the notifications. Our Discord always sends out the notification. Link going to be down in the video description. All right, let's go ahead and pop on over. Would love to have you guys part of the We Rock Discord fam. Also, I do put all of our content over there so you know when and what time we are going to be live each and every day as well. But before we do that, let's go ahead and hop on over. I believe there was one other thing I wanted to touch on. Yeah, the jellyfish. We talked about the foamposite. I do want to get to this cheap jellyfish. It's like the cheap cousin of the jellyfish, which, if you love bargains, like your boy, you might be interested in this one. I don't know. Maybe it looks dusty. Let's take a look together. First and foremost, let's take a look at that Halloween foamposite I was telling you about. Again, this is just a sample. So don't get too excited about this one. But nonetheless, I do think it is a pretty good looking sneaker. This one, let me go ahead and get the smoke puff clouds in the background. Let's go ahead and hotbox this thing till at least the end of the stream. That way we can match all the thick clouds that we got for our last Halloween topic of at least. Yeah, we're going to have to put Halloween behind us. There's a couple things I'll probably talk about later this week. There's one more day I'm going to talk about the foamposite mummy. But other than the foamposite mummy, yo, the Halloween pack is insane. Like Nike, come on. Like all the dust they dropped on Halloween. And not everything was dust. There might have been a couple trinkles of, glitter here and there. But most of it was dust. And you had these in the freaking vault? Also, we just saw Oregon drop the mummy foamposites. Oh, man. I feel like they are not looking out for our best interest. But again, yeah, these ones looking pretty fire as well. Absolute bangers. I would cop these in a heartbeat. Nike needs to run it back for the 10th anniversary, and that'll be next year. Let's go. That would be so dope. That'd be so dope. Mikey said, J-Tips, a Poison Ivy just landed. Pack completed. Let's go, Mikey. Yo, we completed the J-Tips pack. Hell yeah. Congratulations on that one. Those are bangers. Especially the last colorway. And again, my favorite colorway on that pack, probably the purple. Oh, but a sweet pack. Yeah, the Draw 3 was pretty good. Appreciate that, Old School. Old School got the link for the, if you guys are in here, for the Discord. Also, if you are watching the stream later or watching it on demand, I will have, again, the video in the description there on the bottom. Let me go ahead and pop that one up. I'm also going to pin it in the chat for you guys. That way, you won't, if you are in the chat, you can just go ahead and click on that. Again, that will be pinned on the top. Yeah, the Jaw 3 zombie was fire, for sure. And the voodoo, the Zion voodoo. Almost called it the Jaw voodoo. Yeah, also another good one. But before we do that, guys, here, hold on. Let me get into the next topic. Let's get into this next topic here. Let's spread them open and dive right in. We also got a first look at the Anthony Edwards 3. I think that would be a good transition. Yeah, let's actually, Beans, we're going to be talking about Adidas. Let's first talk about the Pharrell jellyfish. We got a look-alike. We got the inbred cousin of the jellyfish. Or maybe it's just a distant cousin because this one doesn't look all that bad. I'm not going to be that harsh. Of course, wherever there's a really good colorway or a really good shoe, they always make a ton of cheap versions of that shoe. And a lot of my collection for a long time was only made up of those cheap versions. So, definitely... some of them have been really great over the years. I've been able to save a lot of money comping some of them. But let's take a look at the cheaper version of the jellyfish. And I'm telling you, for $150, whoa, this might be a hot take. This might be a hot take. Let me know if it's a fail of a take. But I gotta say, the half price one is better looking. Well, we don't know if it's, I still think it's good looking. Like if someone had it on their shoe, maybe, if you hold them up side by side. But I'm telling you, if I didn't see them side by side, I'd be like, damn, that's a good looking shoe. And what am I talking about? Well, let's go ahead and pop on over. Take a quick gander. We're working with here. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's get that blue flame in the background there. Oh, we got the smoke puff clouds. Now, I think this one needs the blue flame right there. There we go. All right. Here we go, guys. You let me know. Are these dusty? Are they crusty? Or is this a cop that you must hate? That didn't really rhyme. Is this a cop you musty? Oh, no. I disagree. Yeah, I agree too. I just wanted to get you guys' reaction. For $150 less dollars, it's not completely terrible. But yeah, I don't know what we were working with. I don't know. Maybe I'm just that cheap. Because if I could save $150 and get the one on the bottom, I don't know. I think that's the drag. No, don't do it, guys. They're all booing up. No, the AK squid getting no love. No love out here in the streets. Oh. Yeah, jellyfish for the win. It's like not even for like a nail biter. This was like by like 60 points. This is a blowout. This is like you leave in like the beginning of the third quarter. Oh, well. Hey, your guy out here he's a bargain hunter out here. Okay? I don't always make the best calls on the sales stuff. Robert goes, yeah, they should have waited until they dropped the other jellyfish colorways. I agree, right? Yeah, then it looks like the blue one going to be maybe the next one we get a little taste of. We're getting the royal blue colorway, which I've been kind of digging. I'm not going to lie. Let's go ahead and take a quick gander at that one. Yeah, we had the royal blue colorway. I had that one pulled up. I believe that's the next colorway that's going to be dropping, guys. Yeah, let me take a quick look. Just so we can see here. Yeah, the next colorway we got. I did have a slide pulled up here. Let me close a couple of these down. Let me close the KD tabs. We're getting a couple of these getting too many of these open. But yeah, where's my oversight? All right, we got the Just Fresh right here. All right, so yeah, next colorway. Next, hey, we got to go to camera 2. We haven't went to camera 2. I fired that up this morning. Camera 2, baby. There it is. Oh, no, camera 2. Camera 2, shut off. All right, let's go try that one again. Camera 2. Yes. Yo, I didn't even have camera 2 fired up. That's good news because we didn't burn the battery on that bad boy. So let's go ahead and fire this one up because I wanted to do a quick test to see if camera 2 is even working. Let's go and see what we got. Camera 2. There it is. It's there. All right. So, yeah, this is going to be, as you guys know, the jellyfish. Looks like this was going to be the next colorway. If you don't want the cheap cousin version of the jellyfish, this might be the one we might have to end up copping. For sure. The blue ones and the black ones are all the last. Oh, man. Rob goes, the blue jellyfish will drop All-Star Weekend. Damn. You think they're going to save that one for All-Star Weekend? Sheesh. There we go. Smoke Puff Clouds in the chat. Hell yeah. That's what we like to see. There we go. Let's hotbox that thing. Let's get the week started. Hop on the good foot. Do the bad thing. Loving the energy this morning, ladies and gents. Appreciate you guys coming through again. Starting off the month, this officially kicks off our pre-Flossin season, which is always my favorite time of the year. I'm sure a lot of you guys too. Again, we got some of our best drops usually coming up during our peak Flossin season, which we still got a couple weeks to wait on. But let's go ahead and take a look. If you guys are wondering what the hell is on the thumbnail, well, let's take a look at what SB's got cooking in 2026. I think you're going to be pretty excited. Let's go ahead and pop on over. Again, we have the Nike SB. Camera 2 facing the couch. Dude, I could do it. I thought about it too. Because camera 2, we got, do you want to see what that looks like? Because, camera 2, I thought about that. And then I thought about doing that for the night streams maybe. Shooting out, and then I could sit on the couch and it would be like a different seat. But, that's just future content that we're working on right now. Don't tell anyone. Hell yeah. But we do got a couple here, guys. The Nike SB Air Max 95 World Cup pack. Going to be releasing in fall of 2026. 185 buckaroos. So Nike SB going to be going hard in 2026. Not only on the Air Max 95. But we also saw it in the news today on a lot of the Air Force Ones. Especially a couple of those. I think we got the wheat one. We got a couple of the Air Force One colorways going to be dropping. And speaking of Air Force One colorways, now this one is just going to be a couple of the. This is just going to be a couple of the Air Force One colorways they already got in store. Let me go ahead and put that one up on the big board. Let me go ahead and show that one on the screen. Okay, right here. All right, these are going to be, looks like they got a chocolate brown colorway. They also got the wheat colorway, and then they also have like that blue colorway as well. Where all the action, baby, you know it. Old Action Jackson back here. Gang. Hell yeah. Rob goes, make sure if you're streaming from the couch, you don't have the black. The black light on. It's just crusty and musty, baby. That's crazy. Yo, Big Perm, baby. Gang. There he is. What's happening? Big salutes. There we go. Monday Fun Day. Good to see you guys. You know we getting after it. Absolutely. We still got a few things to talk about in the next hour. Don't go anywhere. Let me go ahead and pop our window on over to our next topic. Then we're also are going to be taking also a look at the calendar before we get ripping as well. Lots of stuff going to be coming up. Speaking of, let me go ahead and pop this one up. We do kind of got an outlook. Of course, this week we do have the Stranger Things. We'll be taking a little closer look at this week in general. But of course, some of the highlights going to be the Stranger Things. We also got the Taxis, of course, dropping. The Travis Scott fragments also supposed to be dropping early November. We got the Caitlin Clark Kobe 6s also right around the corner. And then we also have the Jordan 4. Let me go ahead and look at that Jordan 4 Black Hat because I wanted to take a quick gander at that unboxing video as well because they are looking pretty good. They are looking pretty good. I know a lot of you guys got that one on the list. And with all the drops we got coming up, I mean, my goodness. It's tough. I mean, you really taking your pick and sticking to it is going to be tough. What you're going to cop and what we're going to take wallet W's on. I also wanted to take a look at that Air Force One in that soft pink colorway. I think you guys are going to want to take a look at that as well. So before we do that, we don't have a ton of New Balance to talk about. I had a couple things I was going to mention on the New Balance side of things. But before we do that, let's go ahead and pop on over to another story. We got the Amamanier pack. Now, this one looks like it's going to be dropping in women's colorways. But right there, we got the Amamanier Air Force One pack. This one is going to be dropping in 2026. We don't have any official dates yet, but we do have official colorways. Let me read those off to you. Looks like 6 different colorways. And they're all going to be just one colorway. I mean, I don't know. I don't get too pumped up about stuff like this. I'm probably more excited about some of the SB Air Force Ones. I wish I like most of my Air Force Ones. I like when they switch the quarter panel, the van. Like I like them like how I like my Dunks and SBs. I like my Air Force Ones. The only thing I like more on an Air Force One than on my Dunks and my SBs is patent leather. I also like them on my SBs, but I like them more on Air Force Ones. But these ones don't get me too excited. Again, they're going to be dropping in violet ore, green stone, diffused blue, canyon purple, university red, and laser orange. Again, we don't have an exact date, but right now tentatively set for the summer of 2026. All right, let's go ahead and hop on over to the next story we got. I believe we got also, the Black Cat Jordan 4. I wanted to show you guys a video of the heel taps and also just a video of an unboxing of the sneaker itself. But before we do that, I just wanted to touch on one thing. I'm sure most of you guys are already aware, but we do have an official date for the Bugs Bunny Jordan 8. If you guys are looking forward to that one, let's go ahead and pop on over again. December 20th, the Jordan 8 Bugs Bunny going to be dropping. So we got to put that also on the calendar during our main Flossin season. Going to be a pretty crazy one. And then last but not least, let me go ahead and hop on over. We also have the Jordan 4 Black Hat. I wanted to take a quick look at these. I just saw a pretty cool video. Let me go ahead. I got to go to a different site. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and pop those Black Hats up. Guppy, bud. No more. You be good, boy. All right, here we go. Yeah, here's just a light video. I'm going to go ahead and put the unboxing video. Let's go ahead and get this one up on the camera 2. Because camera 2 wasn't fired up this morning, so we saved the battery. So we got it late into the stream, which we like. But let's go ahead and take a quick look. How do these Black Hats actually look? Oh my God, yeah, these look pretty good. Obviously, these are a must cop for me no matter what. I do not have the black Cause Jordan 4. That's the only all black Jordan 4 I would actually like better than this one. But just looking at just some of the details in these, like one of them being like the heel tab, of course, having the swoosh. Let me go ahead and pause it right here with the Nike hit there on the back heel. The materials look really good. The nubuck looks really solid. I think they came out pretty good. Of course, I haven't seen a pair in hand yet, but some of the videos that I've seen, of course, these ones are going to be a must cop. This one is going to be the start. November 28th is when we officially leave our pre-Flossin season and we officially enter Flossin season, which is our last month of sneaker drops all the way up until Christmas. And this one will definitely, not only is this dropping, but Black Friday's got a ton of releases. Also dropping that week, we have GOAT Black Friday, which they also have a lot of special releases all dropping that same week as well. So get those wallet W's. So that way you don't have any restrictions once we get into peak Flossin season. All right, let's go ahead and make a move over here. Let's see, where do we go now? Also dropping in November, I think we'll talk about the Chicagos. And then we'll probably hop on over to the calendar. We'll probably hop all over to the calendar. Actually, there's one more I want to talk about. I do want to talk about the pink foam Nike SB Air Force One. So let's go ahead and hop on over. One more thing we got dropping. This one's actually dropping in 12 days. We got the Jordan 1 Low Chicago. So let's go ahead and pop that one over. I also have the calendar there for the Jordan drops for the month. Some of the highlights, of course, are going to be the Jordan 12 Taxis, the Jordan 1 Chicago, Jordan 10 Shadow, the Jordan 4 Black Hat, and the Jordan 1 Travis Scott Fragment. That's just on the Jordan side. And then, of course, we kind of take an overlook top to bottom. It should be pretty fun. And then, of course, December even hopefully will be better. And then also one thing before we get ripping, the Air Foamposite College Football Pack is also going to be coming. That one's going to be dropping in 2026 for all of my homies that love the foamies. Let's go ahead and pop that one up as well. I believe they have a couple different colorways. So let me go ahead and pop up one of those colorways. And then we'll probably hop on over to that Air Force One Cherry Blossom because that thing's kind of crazy to look at. But of course, we got LSU, TCU, Florida State, and then we also got Ohio State. These are all going to be coming in 2026. So we're definitely ending it with a little bit of a bang, especially with the Foamposites that are going to be dropping. We got a couple nice ones. We also got the Camouflage Foamposite, also going to be dropping in 2026. That's probably one of my favorite Foamposite Pro colorways. Is going to be that Camouflage one that's going to be dropping next year as well. And then another one I also wanted to talk about is going to be the new 480. This is going to be the New Balance numeric 480 Ruckus. I got a collaboration on this one. The theme, of course, is duck hunting. They kind of got some merch with the Duck Hunter. If you remember the Duck Hunter from Nintendo, they got that little dog that comes up and giggles when you miss. They got some of the merch has some images with him on it. Pretty dope merch, in my opinion. But let's go take a look at the Ruckus, and then we'll move on to that Air Force One. We also got the Stranger Thing also going to be dropping as well. But yeah, the Ruckus. Yeah, let me go get the video. The video of the Ruckus 480. Yeah, I had a short video of that bad boy. I believe it was over on Soul. So let me just put up a short video. We got an in-hand look. Again, these dropped at Complex Con. But they will be dropping again in the next couple weeks. All right. I'm just pulling up the video for those bad boys. All right. And this is going to be an in-hand look. Yeah, I don't know if there's any audio, so let me just double check. I'll put my other iPhone here. All right, let's go see. All right, so it's mostly music, so I'm not even going to play the audio. But again, these are going to be dropping in the next 2 weeks. They did drop at Complex Con. They will be dropping at Ruckus, I believe, in-store and online as well. Then next, we got just 2 things. I do want to talk about that Stranger Things. I also want to talk about that Anthony Edwards 3 as well. But let's go ahead and hop on over to the official images of the Stranger Things. Again, this is another one. Also going to be dropping this week. I believe they drop on Thursday. So they are right around the corner. Again, this is going to be the Stranger Things Nike Dunk Low. My favorite, definitely my favorite of the pack. And if you're wondering what other silhouettes they come in, let me go ahead and pop this one up on the monitor. All right, so yeah, we got basically the pack right there on the side. You got a Nike Dunk Low, you got an Air Max 1, and then on the very bottom, you got a Cortez. I'm not sure what the third sneaker is. Someone in the chat can help me. On the right-hand side of the screen, the third sneaker down, like what model is that? But this is going to be the complete Stranger Things collection. Again, the dunks are going to be dropping on Thursday, November 6th. They got the upside-down logo. I'm a big Stranger Things fan. So, I like the shoe, but I like the series. Like, I'm more of a fan of the series. So, no matter what the shoe looked like, I would probably cop it. So, it's more of one I just want for the collection. But, yeah, that's the only one I'm going to be copping. Is going to be the Nike Dunk Low. Again, this is going to be kind of what's going to get us started this week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We kind of get things going on Thursday, and then we heat up for the weekend. And hopefully we'll get a couple surprises. Again, November is the month of surprises. We just never know what we're going to get. It's going to be a bad, bad month, baby. Bad. Badass. I'm telling you, top to bottom, we got some good ones as well. Especially not only for November, but December's even going to be better than November. So fasten those seatbelts and buckle up. It's going to be a fun ride. Absolutely. All right. Yeah, we got the new decals. I'm just kind of putting those ones in behind. I feel like we kind of got an idea what you guys like the best, so I'll kind of rotate the animations as we kind of go through both our pre-Flossin season and our Flossin season. I definitely like to take it up a notch for you guys right before the holidays here. I definitely like to end a year with a bang. Absolutely. All right, let's go ahead and pop on over. Let me go ahead and get this one off of the main screen right there. All right, there we go. Again, that is going to be the Stranger Things collection. Going to be right there on the right. Oh, the Field General. There he is. Hell yeah. Let's get it in. Fall Dog, what's happening, player?
Oh,
We're
a
celebrating.
little bit of the bubbly.
You know it. Smoke Puff Clouds in the chat. You know it. We coming in proper with a full salute. Hot boxing this morning. Good to see you, my boy.
I'm on that good cushion alcohol.
There we go. Absolutely. It's 4:20 somewhere. It's 4:20. All right, let's go ahead and pop on over. Yeah, I do got one thing I did want to touch on before we get ripping here. I do want to talk about the Anthony Edwards 3, and then I also wanted to talk about that new Air Force One. Yeah, this one right here. The new Air Force One Cherry Blossom. Now, these things got like a camo pack, almost like one of those, like something you would wear in like hunting blinds. We put a lot of these over us when we go goose hunting or duck hunting. A lot of times you'll like sit, you'll get there nice and early and you'll sit and you'll put these blinds over you. But it looks like they're actually going to give the shoe the treatment instead of like the treehouse or the hunting shack. They're actually going to do the shoe, which I thought was a pretty dope idea. I don't love the way it looks. I don't know. I don't know how I felt. I'm kind of in the middle. I'm not going to lie on this one. I don't think it's anything I need. But again, the Cherry Blossom pack, as you can see, they got that camo layer on the outer. And I believe it just wears away. I would love to see a video on these. But yeah, the outer, instead of it, how we got on some of the SBs, you have the overlay that kind of wears away. And then there's always like a different underlay, either colorway or material on the underlay. They kind of did it with these. I just don't like how all that extra material just looks like, I don't know. It was like, I don't know, kind of looks unnatural. That material looks kind of cheap, like it just wants to peel off of there. So I don't know. I'm not loving the, loosey goosey. Loose is not more. If you know what I'm saying. I feel like there's just more materials and not really a place that makes them look good. Too much material on the upper. Yeah, I like them a lot more. Like look at that. Like you got crackles in it. You got some of the layer like coming off. It's peel. I don't know. Yeah, I do not like the way this camouflage makes the shoe look. It looks like an old deflated football almost from that angle. I couldn't imagine if you what the lines are going to look like once you break like the creases in this. Yeah, you got to take off that outer layer. Unfortunately. But yeah, if you take off the outer layer, now this is what I'm talking about. Now this is a good looking Air Force One. Got some long-haired suede. I like the way that looks, but I don't know if I love the process of how we get there. Yo, Unknown goes, so much dropping next year. I'm extra selective. Just going to go crazy for the rest of the year and say, fuck it, right? I mean, I'm talking even the end of this year and then like looking into next year. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. Definitely take as many wallet W's as you can get and be as picky as your heart desires. Because we do got a lot of good value drops that you can use, obviously, to trade for things or just take the value out of them and cop something you like. And then we just got some other bangers that I just need to get, even if it's just for personal, not necessarily like for value. There we go. What's happening, cause? Good afternoon, player. Smoke Puff Clouds in the chat. Good to see you, my boy. Big salutes. Good morning. Happy start to the week. Happy Monday. We just getting things started. Good to see you guys. Big salutes going out as well. Let's go ahead and pop on over to our next topic because I think we're going to get into the calendar. I think we're pretty close. Tomorrow, I do want to talk about tomorrow and Wednesday as well. I just want to make sure that we got through everything. Oh, we did want to talk about the SB Air Force One. Again, lots of SB Air Force Ones going to be dropping. Let's go ahead and pop on over. We got another colorway. Originally, we first saw 3 different colorways. Let me go ahead and get those ones up on the monitor. And oh boy, we're going to be talking about the Joe Freshgoods New Balance in 1 second as well. But let me go ahead and get this one up. We do have the other, again, the Air Force One SBs. I'm going to go ahead and put on the screen. On the right side of the screen there, you can see a couple of those SB Air Force One colorways that are going to be dropping in 2026. Looks like they're going to get creative as well. Looks like we're going to get some just random colorways. Here we have like a pink and cream colorway. I bet we're going to get a ton of GR colorways. Hopefully, we'll also get a select number of collabs as well on the Air Force One. But I'm loving the shape. I'm curious to see how these bad boys feel, obviously. You know, the wear test is definitely, and the board test. I would love to see how the flick feels on top of the skateboard. But I'm super interested in this SB Air Force One crossover. Absolutely. I'm even more excited for these than the Air Max 95 SB collab. I feel like, yeah, another week, another update on the SB Air Force Ones. That says it very well. All right, let's go ahead and pop this one up off of the screen. Let's go ahead and make a move. I do want to talk about those Joe Freshgood bag ladies because I love that shoe. Absolute. Need that black colorway no matter how we got to get it. But that black colorway is definitely, I got to get that one. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about the bag ladies. Let's get those ones up on the big board, and then we'll talk about that Palace drop. But yeah, this is just one colorway. We talked about the Joe Freshgood New Balance quite a bit last week. But yeah, this black colorway. This is just like a cartoon version of it, but these are also going to be dropping. We also got the cream colorway. Both of these are going to be dropping right around the holidays as well. We recently saw the first colorway on foot. Yeah, here are both colorways. If you guys don't remember. But yeah, both of these also going to be dropping for the holidays as well. Kaz said, he goes, I hope you're fit, or you're fit. I hope your foot sits low in them. They're supposed to. The comments, I heard a couple of different people just basically saying a couple of the features. We went over them earlier in the stream. But let me just go ahead and just talk about a couple of the features that they said were going to be included. They basically, it says that you're not going to be sitting on top. Here, let me show a picture of these. So basically in the Nike SB Air Force One, they said that you're not going to be sitting on top of the midsole. But kind of like the Jordan 4 Nike SB, you're going to actually be sitting, they're going to like scoop out the Air Force One. Like instead of basically sitting on top of the midsole, they scoop out the whole midsole and you sit all the way on the bottom. Kind of like what they did on the Jordan 4s. And then basically also some of the added features. Some of the added features also are going to be the padded ankle support is going to be different from regular Air Force. The padded tongue is going to be different, but it will be less padded than a regular SB Dunk tongue. The shape of the Force is a bit more narrow and slim than a regular Air Force One. Then the insole is going to have extra support. It will also be lighter, and then you'll also, again, sit on the bottom of the shoe and not like how you're used to sitting on the Air Force One right on top of the midsole. But nonetheless, a couple key features there. I'm kind of digging. Hell yeah. There we go. Showed up late. That's all right, baby. Better late than never. As I always say, better late than never. I'm glad you're here, playa. Big salutes. Rob goes, check your DM. All right, my boy. Let's take a quick look in the D. All right, let's go ahead and pop on over there. Damn, what are these? Whoa. Of the first pair of the Vans Designer Con collab. Oh, man, this is... let me go ahead and pop this one up. I don't know if we got volume for it, but let me see if we do. Vans has been knocking it out of the park lately. Even if you don't love Vans, I'm telling you, especially I feel like since 2022, especially since that like that Geoff Rowley dime collab, the gallery department Geoff Rowley collab, they've been knocking it out of the park. Even on some of their GR releases. I mean, you could go all the way back to the Imran Potato collab before Vans even dropped the Vans New School. Because that Imran Potato collab, they did that collab, and then it did so well that they just made a model after basically that collab, and then they called it the New School. But let's go ahead and take a quick look at this half cap. Steve Caballero. Looks like. Yeah, they dropped this one. Let's go ahead and take a quick gander. Let's go ahead and see. I think I need a little volume to this. Yeah, let me get the volume up. Again, Pal Peralta skateboarding. Very own Steve Caballero. Of course, the designer of the half cap. Looks like they got another collab coming up. Let's see.
How you doing, Steve? How you
What's
doing?
up, buddy?
Surprise!
No way. Oh, my goodness.
First one, hand delivery special to you.
Oh, my goodness. When did they finish these?
Right now. So I just brought it.
Come in.
Here you go, Steve. You ready?
And we've seen a couple dope collabs on the half cap in the last couple years. Also, the Carpet Company, I feel like they had a pretty decent collab also on the half cap.
I've been super excited. Whoa, these are cool.
What do you think, man? Look at that.
These are beautiful. And they got the colors down, too.
Right.
Look at that. These are perfect, man. I think they really grabbed the color.
Damn, that color is crazy. That color is crazy.
Just the way they grabbed all the colors from the logo and just they matched them up perfect on the shoe. I'm like, wow.
I love it. You're going to wear this, right?
I'm not going to want to get them dirty.
I'm glad you love the shoe. I love the shoe as well. I'm so happy that this is our very first collaboration with a sneaker brand. And I've been wanting Vans to be at DesignerCon for so many years. And you've been with us for so many years. I think this turned out amazing for our 20th anniversary. And I just kind of want to ask you a little bit about background about the collaboration itself, the silhouette, a little history, and
That's
how
sick.
you are involved with us and why we made this, you know?
This is my signature shoe from Vans. It originally came out in 1992.
Wow.
So we've already celebrated 33 years of this signature shoe. And over the years, we've done collaborations with different people, different manufacturers, companies.
Yeah, lots of different collabs. I really like this colorway, though. This colorway goes hard.
Just all these different artistic
Right.
applications to the shoe. But I was super excited this year. You had mentioned something about it being the 20-year anniversary for Decon, so it was a special year for you.
And along with this, you know, we also have Orny custom Vans sneaker custom activation.
Yep.
At the community gallery area. 20 different artists, 20 years, customized, painted it, part of the gallery to kind of go with this release.
Right.
You know, it's just not just one shoe. It's the story of artists, collaboration, and community. That's the backbone of our show. And I can't be happier. I can't be more happier to have this, your signature shoe. And I think it turned out really well. As people wear this and either skate or lifestyle, you know, every day or work, paint. Artists
Those are pretty
painting
dope.
these, and it'll get.
Those are pretty dope. The DesignerCon Vans. Another collaboration also going to be dropping during our Pre-Flossin season. So yet another one we got to add to the list. Appreciate Rob for bringing that to my attention. I hadn't seen that one yet. Hadn't seen that one yet. I love especially the guy that designed the Chanel handbag. A couple of probably their biggest GR drops this year. He is going to be leaving Vans, but I'm definitely going to be following him as well because I loved what that guy's been putting together as well. Absolutely sweet colorway, in my opinion. Let me go ahead and pop on over. Let's go ahead and change this for just a second. Let's make sure that we got our other...
Ever since I was a chick, knew I was a shit.
There we go. We got the beat in the background. We trying to bring up that energy a little bit. Before I let you guys get ripping, I know 420 right around the corner. Happy hour right around the corner. Appreciate you guys for coming through. I know it was kind of a short one this morning. I basically just wanted to go over some of the latest sneaker news as well as go over that calendar so we can kind of take a little deeper dive into some of the stuff we got dropping. Not only this week, but the rest of November. We'll concentrate on this week a little bit more in depth because I feel like this week is going to be pretty good. Also, we did talk a little bit about the Palace drop. Palace going to be dropping on Friday. Palace has been a little bit dusty in the past, but I got to say this Friday is looking up for the Tri-Ferg logo. But yeah, they do got, again, a collection going to be dropping. Again, they have Mark Bode, who is an artist. They got a capsule. They had a capsule with them last year. They've worked with them the past couple years. I love him as an artist. I do think he does some cool stuff. But we will see a couple of the items going to be dropping. Also, the hats, the trucker hats are kind of dope as well. That is going to be dropping on Friday. We should get some updates. Wait, where's the, did we get the updates on the Supreme? Someone sent me the Supreme update. But I forget where we were, for that one. The Primo Dreamo update. Yeah, does anyone have any, do we got any Supreme updates? We might have to wait till either tomorrow or Wednesday's stream to take a closer look at the drop list, but I feel like you guys sent me that over. Let me double check. Because at first, we just had the basketball hoop. Yeah, so we can, I believe we can view the Palace drop list. I don't know if it's the complete drop list, but of course you see some of the items from Bode right there. The jacket, the jersey, and the trucker hat. All right, I was just double checking. Yeah, Supreme, if they've done any update. I'm not seeing anything other than that basketball hoop. The accessory that's going to be dropping this weekend. Yeah, it's pretty much the only thing. Did you toot? Oh my God. Guppy the puppy just ripped some ass. Holy shit. Come on, man. Just relaxed right now. Not a care in the world. All right. Yeah, we'll probably get an update on Supreme in one of our streams. Jeez, God. Stinky dinky. Holy. Just gotta spit that. Just got a mouthful. Holy. Am I man ripping ass like his old man? That's what I like to see. All right, let's go ahead and pop on over. I think we should be Gucci. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the calendar. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the calendar, and I'll let you guys get ripping. Yeah, there we go. Of course, today also the 993 Supreme, the 993 Kith New Balance also dropped today. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Again, we do have later in the week lots of different stuff going on. Of course, also dropped over the weekend was the Up There New Balance Fuel Cell Rebel V5. We talked about those a little bit last week. Those dropped. Also, they will be dropping over on the New Balance site. On Thursday is usually where most of the action is going to definitely start. We got the Jordan 11 Rare Air going to be dropping actually on Wednesday. November 5th, Wednesday, we get things really started. Thursday, my favorite drop of the week is going to be the Stranger Things Nike Dunk Low. Also, it depends when they drop the Joe Fresh goods. The Bag Lady. That one's also up high on my list. Also going to be dropping on Thursday. We got a couple made in UK. 991 V2s. We got a blue, kind of this bluish green colorway. And we also have a maroon colorway. Again, both of those going to be dropping on Thursday as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weekend. Once we head again, Friday, we got the Nike Foamposite Pro in the pearl. A lot of my homies that love the foamies going to be out. All hands on deck this weekend. It's going to be a good one. Again, we also got the Jordan 12 Taxi. Guys, don't forget earlier in the stream, we do have a full size run. I'm guessing, I don't know if any sizes are picked over. Okay, all the sizes are gone. But there was a full size run for the Jordan 12 Taxis at Manor. At the beginning of the stream, pretty much, I mean, if you wanted them, they had every size you could imagine. So keep an eye. If you guys are trying to get the 12s, you shouldn't have a problem. There'll be a ton of places to get them this week. But the Taxi going to be dropping on Friday as well. We also have a Vans Authentic Yusuke Hane also going to be dropping. That NFL Air Max 90 collection is going to be dropping on the Nike site. That one is also going to be dropping on Monday. You'll probably see a lot of those over the weekend at most of the Q sites as well. That is going to kind of be a brief overview of the first week of November. Of course, we are still waiting to hear from the Travis Scott fragments. We don't have an exact date set in stone yet, so we'll keep kind of our eyes on that one. Let's go ahead and take a look, make sure I'm not missing out on any of the smaller drops. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Let's see what we got over there. Also going to be dropping tomorrow. If you guys are looking forward to copying, we do got the Ja Morant Air Force One in that yellow colorway. Those are going to be dropping tomorrow. Also dropping tomorrow is going to be the Football Gal Adidas Predator collab. That one also going to be dropping on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, other than the Rare Air Jordan 11s, you also got the Luka Doncic 4, the Gone Ranching colorway, and the Jaw 3. Kind of, it almost looks like a Griffey colorway, an old Ken Griffey Jr. colorway. But the Jaw Scratch 3 also going to be dropping on Wednesday with the Luka 4s and the Rare Airs. Then we turn the page into Thursday, and we got the Stranger Things Nike Dunk Low. We also got the all-red colorway of the Nike LeBron 23, the best in class. We got another colorway of the Puma MB05 Crowd Surf. Also, they're dropping another Rick and Morty LaMelo Ball. Probably the best colorway you will see on that silhouette. Kind of a dusty silhouette, that MB05. But let's go ahead and take a look at the Rick and Morty colorway. Because that one actually looks half decent. If you ask me. But yeah, the Rick and Morty. They are going to be two different colors of sneakers. But if you are going to get an MB05, the Rick and Morty colorway would be the colorway to get. There we go, baby. Go Cards. You know it. Gang, gang. He goes, F the Cowboys. Oh, that's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear.
Ever since I was a kid, knew I was a shit.
It's good news. Absolutely. Hopefully we can get another one of those Dubskis. We will have to see. But that definitely gets us excited. Hopefully we'll be celebrating again later this week. We got a lot to celebrate. A couple bangers going to be dropping this week. Also over the weekend. Lots of time to get your wallet W's. Save those buckaroos again, even if you're not copping anything this week. You definitely want to take the wallet W's because November's only going to get better. The later we get into November, it'll keep getting better and better. And then December, there's always going to have some bangers as well. All right, let's go ahead and pop on over. It looks like we might have gotten a little glitch. Uh-oh. All right, yeah, we definitely don't want the buffering action. Yeah, wait, there we go. Yo, we spinning. We winning Bulldogs. Absolutely. Speaking of spinning and winning, the only girl I know that only keeps spinning and keeps winning. Mr. Sharon goes, thought it was me. Yeah, it looks like your boy might have added too many animations to the stream. Got a little overly excited. But we'll definitely have to fix a couple of those. But it looks like it is slowing us down a little bit. and we definitely don't want it buffering. That background, I know how old school it is. But today, guys, I just wanted to do, that's why I had them all. Because today I just wanted to do the test. And then probably what we'll do is I'll just end up doing like one and then we'll just rotate them. Because I got like 5 different ones that'll basically rotate the whole week. So we'll always have something fresh for your guys' eyeballs. That's the main thing. Yeah. Hell yeah. All right. We locked. We loaded. Yeah, we will be back tomorrow. I'm kind of playing it by ear. It's kind of the schedule. If we get any shock drops or anything changes, I'll let you guys know in the Discord. But I will try to get off a stream either tomorrow or Wednesday. And again, if anything changes, I will let you know. I am going to be closing both of those. Like I said, if anything changes, I'll let you guys know. Other than that, yeah, we will be back to our regular schedule on Thursday. Of course, we got the Supreme drop. We also got the taxis going to be going live on Thursday. And then the weekend should kind of go up from there. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, not your guys' machines. Your boy got a little too excited on the animations. But today was kind of a test stream. That's why I uploaded so many of them, because I wanted to see which ones you guys liked the best. And then, I'll kind of rotate them out from there. Or maybe we'll just use the 2 you guys like the best and just keep it at that and keep it moving. But nonetheless, appreciate you guys, as always. Love all the energy this morning. Smoke Puff Clouds in the chat. I will see you guys later. Until the next one, it's been your boy J-Mac. Whoop, whoop.
You can take me, but you cannot take my bunghole. For I have no bunghole. I am the great corn.
Yo, yeah, it's White Tizzy, back again. Billing it, however long it takes, man, I'll still be here.
Come on, come here, come a little closer. Don't be afraid, no, I don't wanna hurt you. Little more, come near, let me just show you. Don't know, can't talk, let me just show you. Don't be obsessive, it could be intensive, it could be explosive, it could be offensive. Don't be defensive, don't be aggressive, it will be a waste cause we could be expensive. You need a little fee in your life, you need a little me in your life. I wanna see the sea in your eyes, you need to be free.
Move, move, body, move, move your body, then you can move, move, body, move, move your body, then you can.
You're running through my mind with a shotgun. I'm running out of time, but I'm not done. Yeah, I don't need to run, it will come to me. I don't need to fight, but I keep moving, keep moving. Even what I lose, yeah, I keep moving. Put on my shoes, yeah, I keep moving. There's no room to refuse. Don't you mess with us, we're not afraid. Look at us, no, there is nothing to discuss. I'm not okay, but I'll get up. I know the way, no, I won't stop. I know this game, I won't give up. It takes some time to reach the top. Let's take a break, here comes the drop. Don't be obsessive, it could be intensive, it could be explosive, it could be offensive. Don't be defensive, don't be aggressive, it will be a waste cause we could be expensive. You need a little fee in your life, you need a little me in your life. I wanna see the sea in your eyes, you need to be free.
Move, move, body, move, move your body, then you can move, move, body, move, move your body, then you can.
Yo, yeah, it's White Tizzy, back again.
Come on, come here, come a little closer. Don't be afraid, no, I don't wanna hurt you. Little
Yo, yeah, it's White Tizzy, back again. Billing it, however long it takes, man, I'll still be here.
Come on, come here, come a little closer. Don't be